hovering geometric pattern. On November 6, 2025, at 9:34 p.m., an unusual object appeared in the skies above Las Vegas, Nevada. The witness, standing on a balcony, noticed the object start off relatively close before it rapidly ascended into the night sky. The brief encounter left the observer flabbergasted, as the object's appearance and behavior didn't resemble any drone or aircraft they had seen before. The footage captures a small bright form against the dark sky. When zoomed in, it reveals a unique, almost geometric pattern, not a steady single light, but something with structure, possibly multiple lights or reflections. The object moved upward at an incredible speed, outpacing what would be expected from commercial drones or hobbyist equipment. There was no sound reported and no flashing navigation lights, further adding to the mystery. Despite the popularity of drones and nighttime events in Las Vegas, the witness was convinced that what they saw was far from ordinary. The rapid ascent in unfamiliar shape sparked immediate curiosity and confusion. So, what was this object soaring above Las Vegas that night? A new kind of drone, a rare atmospheric effect, or something much more mysterious? For now, it remains an unexplained moment in the neon-lit skies of the city. Boris capture. On November 2nd at 5:02 p.m., just outside Boris near Gothenburg Airport in Sweden, a resident spotted an unusual object in the sky. What caught the witness's attention was that the object appeared to be standing perfectly still at an altitude that seemed unusually high for a helicopter. It didn't resemble an airplane, and there were no blinking navigation lights or engine sounds to help identify it. Shortly before filming began, the object started moving, prompting the observer to record the brief video. While the footage is somewhat shaky due to the quick reaction, it clearly shows a single bright light against the early evening sky. The object maintained a steady brightness and didn't display the typical movement patterns or features of commercial aircraft or common drones in the area. No official explanation has been offered for what was seen that evening. The altitude, motion, and lack of familiar flight characteristics have left the witness, and now viewers, wondering, was it an unconventional aircraft, a high-altitude drone, or something entirely different drifting through the skies above Boris? With little more than a brief video and first-hand account, the identity of the object remains an open question, inviting further speculation and curiosity. Sky Lantern? On November 4th, 2025, at 5:05 p.m., a resident of Warsaw, Poland, captured a striking sight from their window. Against the evening sky, several brilliant orange lights appeared, arranged in a loose triangular formation above the trees. The witness noted that these were not ordinary city lights. The objects were much brighter than anything else in the sky, second only to the moon that evening. The lights remained visible for several minutes, holding their formation before gradually shifting position. There was no sound or movement typical of helicopters or airplanes, and the objects did not blink or flash like conventional navigation lights. Their steady glow and distinct pattern quickly set them apart from any familiar aerial activity. The witness recorded the event and shared it online, asking others for their thoughts on what these mysterious lights might be. Some viewers suggested flares or drones, while others wondered about more unusual explanations. Yet, the sheer intensity and arrangement of the lights leave plenty of room for speculation. What could produce such a bright, sustained display in Warsaw's evening sky? Was it a coordinated light show, a rare atmospheric event, or something far more unusual? The answer remains unknown, leaving the mystery open for debate. Hovering chain. On November 5th, 2025, at 5:58 p.m., a resident in Mumbai, India, observed a peculiar object from their 15th floor balcony. The sky was clear, and the object stood out sharply against the pale evening light. It appeared to hover almost motionless for nearly 2 minutes before beginning to drift smoothly to the left, eventually moving out of sight. Throughout the sighting, the witness noted that the object was visible to the naked eye and wasn't caused by any camera artifact. The object's behavior was unusual. It remained remarkably stable, not bobbing or shifting like a plastic bag caught in the wind. Its size also appeared too large and its movement too controlled for that explanation. Upon close observation, it seemed to twist and rotate gently, almost as if it were organic in nature. The witness was left unsure what to make of it and decided to record the event and share it online for others to analyze. No obvious features like strings, propellers, or flashing lights were visible, and the altitude at which it hovered added to the mystery. Was it an unusual drone, a weather balloon, or something entirely different drifting high above Mumbai? The object's identity remains unknown, inviting more questions than answers. Drone? On September 5th, 2025, at around 6:20 p.m. local time in Germany, a resident noticed something unusual in the sky while observing a passing plane. At first glance, the witness assumed both objects were airplanes, but upon closer inspection, the first object's appearance and movement didn't quite match any conventional aircraft.
Aber, was ist das da? Das sieht nicht nach einem Flugzeug aus. Wie es sich bewegt, das bewegt sich super komisch. Oh, ist das vielleicht ein UFO? Lulululu, die Aliens. Guck, wenn man da drüben guckt, warte mal. Zum Vergleich, das da ist ein Flugzeug. Wo ist es? Da. Es bewegt sich in eine Richtung, ne? Ich muss niesen. Das ist ja super nervig. Aber das da drüben, Das bleibt auf einer Stelle. Also es bewegt sich irgendwie, aber es bleibt auf einer Stelle. So, checkst du? Das ist die ganze Zeit am...
To document the event, the witness began filming, capturing both the unidentified object and, shortly after, a plane moving along a separate flight path. The side-by-side comparison in the video highlights distinct differences. While the plane has the familiar outline and blinking lights, the mysterious object maintains an odd shape and steady, unwavering movement. No typical features like wings or a tail could be distinguished, and the object didn't display the usual navigation lights or sound associated with commercial jets.
Weil es chillt die ganze Zeit dort. Hoppla, vielleicht heller machen? Ich sagte, Digga, Kamera, willst du mich verarschen? Boah, ist ja nervig, Digga. Samsung-Handy, ja, super gut. Guck da. Das ist die ganze Zeit am selben Bund. Und es flackert zugleich mäßig. Ich meine, man könnte ja sagen, ist ein Satellit, aber ich weiß, wie ein Satellit aussieht. So, ich wohne auf einem fucking Dorf. Man sieht die hier ständig, weil hier nicht so krasse Lichtverschmutzung. Aber das ist merkwürdig. Ich meine, es bewegt sich irgendwo, weil es verschwindet gerade hinter.
The sighting occurred under clear skies and in an area regularly trafficked by airplanes, making the unexplained nature of the object stand out even more. After reviewing the footage, the witness shared it online, asking if anyone else had noticed similar activity or could offer an explanation. Was it an unconventional drone, an atmospheric phenomenon, or something truly unidentified sharing the sky with passenger planes over Germany? The mystery remains unresolved. There were too many. Just before I move into the next point, if you are new here and enjoy watching mysterious, unexplained, and creepy videos, then make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. With that said, let's get back to the video. In eastern Iowa, a resident stepped outside for a routine moment and witnessed something truly unusual in the sky. The observer, familiar with airplanes and night skies due to years of amateur astrophotography, at first noticed nothing out of the ordinary, just the usual planes crisscrossing above the open farmland. But then 3 bright lights appeared, nearly intersecting before suddenly stopping and each moving off in sharply different directions, maneuvers not possible for conventional aircraft. Moments later, the sky filled with dozens of orb-like lights, pulsing from bright to invisible and moving in perfectly straight lines. Some traveled horizontally, while others moved vertically, all with the steadiness and coordination that defied easy explanation. The witness managed to capture some of the activity on video, though they noted the phenomenon was even more pronounced in person. Adding to the strangeness, the sounds of cattle in the distance became noticeably frantic, as if reacting to the spectacle overhead. The witness considered drones as a possible explanation, but remained unsettled, noting that the behavior of the lights was unlike anything previously encountered. So, what was really moving through Iowa's dark farmland sky that night? Drones, a coordinated display, or something still unexplained? The mystery lingers. Flocks of birds or something else? In the early morning hours of October 30th, 2025, passengers aboard a Virgin cruise ship witnessed an extraordinary event in the open ocean, roughly 50 nautical miles southeast of Miami International Airport. At around 1:46 a.m., stable lights began to appear in the sky near the ship, sometimes flying in close proximity and at other times drifting between their vessel and another ship visible in the distance. The phenomenon continued for well over an hour, with the lights visible until nearly 3 a.m.
What is that?
I got it. I'm getting a video right now. Whoa. What is that in the middle of the... I told you I saw something, but you didn't believe me.
It's on camera. I see it.
Look, you can see it on the camera. You can see it in the camera.
What in the...
It. Where are they?
That was not purpose.
Okay, I can see it. It's just, it's right there.
It's not birds.
I know, but
Birds don't glow.
it's standing
I know,
right there.
I see it.
Witnesses described the objects as football-shaped, sometimes illuminated, and sometimes moving in darkness with only their shiny metallic surfaces reflecting ambient light. In the first part of the video, a few glowing objects can be seen maneuvering together. Later, the lights expand and multiply, with over 30 visible at one point, merging into groups of 4 or 5, then separating again into a wide array. No sound accompanied the lights, and their movements appeared both coordinated and inexplicable. The experience left passengers searching for answers, as traditional explanations like drones or aircraft seemed unlikely given the location and behavior. What were these silent, shifting objects over the ocean? The question remains open, inviting speculation from anyone who's experienced something similar at sea. Mexico sighting. At around 8:00 p.m. on October 26th, residents of Mexico City observed something unusual in the night sky. A witness captured video footage of the event, showing several lights or objects moving above the city's skyline. The lights appeared to hover and shift positions, standing out sharply against the backdrop of urban illumination.
¿Qué crees que no se alcanza a ver a la vista? Pero sí se ven como varias como lucecitas así, mira. Y por acá hay otras. O sea, es que por allá se ven más. No mames, ¿qué es eso? Visto.
According to the observer, the display did not resemble normal air traffic, drones, or known atmospheric phenomena. The lights moved smoothly and sometimes appeared to form loose patterns or change their arrangement. No audible sound accompanied the sighting, and there were no flashing navigation lights typical of commercial aircraft. The objects maintained a steady glow, neither dimming nor brightening as they traveled across the sky. Other residents in the area also reported seeing similar activity, but no official explanation was released by local authorities or aviation officials. The phenomenon lasted several minutes before the lights faded from view, leaving witnesses puzzled. What exactly was seen above Mexico City that night? A coordinated drone display, an atmospheric optical effect, or something truly unexplained? The event remains open for interpretation, adding yet another mystery to the city's long history of unusual aerial sightings. Persistent red and green light. On the evening of November 3, 2025, at 6:36 p.m. near Gilead, Ohio, a commuter noticed something unusual in the sky while driving home from work. The witness spotted a spinning light with red and green colors, initially visible while stopped by a train. Taking the opportunity, the observer tried to record the event, but nearby streetlights and phone settings made capturing clear footage difficult. The object moved slowly, positioning itself around lampposts and power lines, and was visible for roughly 15 to 20 minutes. When the witness returned from a gas station stop, the light remained in the same general spot, prompting further attempts at recording. This time with the flash off. The light now appeared steady, no longer flashing colors, and exhibited little to no movement. Throughout the sighting, the observer was convinced the object wasn't a plane or helicopter, both due to its stationary behavior and how it shifted color and position. What was this persistent red and green light above Mint-Gilead? Drone, experimental craft, or something entirely unknown? The answer remains elusive. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel to watch new videos.